Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we have another new bags episode, so let's just get into it. Alrighty, so the first item that I want to talk about is just an accessory from Chanel. I don't know how new it is, but I just saw it on Momoland Tokyo's Instagram, and it is this Chanel bucket hat, but it's in this khaki and black CC logo. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's black and it's khaki. I would have loved this equally if it was khaki and then it was a white CC logo, but I don't know. There's something about the black. I don't know if it's because I have dark hair. You guys know that I've been on the hunt for a bucket bag. I honestly would buy this, but I'm afraid to ask my SA if they have this hat, because if she says they have it, then I'll buy it. But this is the thing, I know in the past Chanel's bucket hats are normally around $900 to $1,000. I know some are reversible, but still, like, I don't know if I want to spend $1,000 on just a simple khaki bucket hat. I'm still probably leaning towards just the Celine one, especially Danielle from New Jean. She's the new Celine brand ambassador, and she was rocking the Triomphe one, so maybe I'll just get that one instead. But if any of you guys own this one, let me know if there's anything on the inside. I don't know if there is. It'd be cute if they had like CC logos on the inside, because I do know from the 24P collection they had this rainbowy one that said Rue Cambon on the inside, and I actually really liked that. I was like tempted to get it, but the $1,000 price tag like put me away, but just wanted to mention that. So the next brand is actually a raffia bag from Miu Miu, and it is, I don't even know what this bag is called, but this is a picture of it. Again, I saw it on Momoland Tokyo's story, and I just thought this was so cute, like so cute. I definitely like this more than the super viral Prada raffia tote that everybody had, I think like 2 summers ago. I think I like it because it's shorter and the raffia weaving is a little bit larger than the Prada one, whereas the Prada one is pretty tight. This one you could actually see the holes on the inside. This definitely gives me more of a summer vibe, and I think the other reason why I like this is because the Miu Miu is actually in brown, as opposed to the Prada one was black and the raffia, whereas I like the dark brown with the khaki raffia color more. But if any of you guys have tried this on, definitely next time I go to the mall, I definitely want to see this in person, because I want to touch it too. Like, is it soft like the Prada one, or is it a lot rougher? So that's really interesting, but I thought this was super cute. Okay, so next are 3 bags from Fendi. The first one is another raffia bag, but I saw this online and I immediately could not step away from it from my browser, just because of how much I love this. I think this bag is technically part of the men's collection, but I don't care. I think it's so adorable, and it is a Fendi Maxi Baguette, but I just love the coloring that they did with this, like with the green and the oranges. And one, it is larger, so when you see this against the actual model, I don't know, I really like the dimensions of it. I'm sure this guy's probably at least like 5'10" or something, but still I just feel like this is super cute and super casual. I actually feel like you can wear this year round. I would say the only thing that I personally don't like about it is that the strap is cork. I don't know, I feel like that just kind of makes me nervous. Like cork, I just feel like if it gets wet it might like start to get brittle or something over time. This bag would have been perfect if it was a leather strap and the leather detailing on the buckle instead of the cork. But everything else I love about this bag. I love that the buckle is a dark brown. I just love the colors that they chose, just the way that everything looks on this. I just seriously love the color combination that they chose, and I just love that the top handle has the raffia braided on top as well, but like the green and the brown and the camel color. And then the inside, I love that they made the inside the Zuka print. I just feel like that's such a nice contrast, but then at the same time it goes because the buckle is dark brown. I feel like this would definitely be a nice casual go-to summer bag, or even like if you're in Mexico, like Tulum or something, late at night and you're wearing like a bright red dress, I could actually see this going with that as well. But yes, so I digress. The only thing is that the price point is a little bit painful. Normal baguettes are around like $3,800, like give or take if it's like a special one, whereas this is $6,300, so it kind of hurts. But again, this is a maxi size, so it is a little bit bigger, and the amount of detail that went into the weaving, so yes. And then the next thing is this plastic basket bag. Do you guys remember really quick where they had that pink one that was really popular? You can use it on its own, but you can also put pouches and bags into it. So I feel like this is basically a bigger version of that. I do like the colors that they picked. They have this really nice like dark deep seafoam green color, and then also like a cream color. And I do like the detail where it's basically a plastic, imagine your laundry basket merged with a Fendi peekaboo. This is the bag. $13.50 for a big tote bag. You're like, oh, not that bad, right? And it's designer. However, this is plastic, like it literally says recycled plastic. I mean, I guess because it's recycled, it's also a little bit more expensive than regular plastic. I mean, the details of this I really like. If they made this like laser cut leather, I feel like that would be interesting, or even fabric. But I don't know, the plastic and the fact that it's not available, aka it's sold out, is also very interesting to me. But I do think the one plus side, because it's plastic, if you took this to the beach, you can easily just like wash it off. If there's sand on the inside, you can dump it. I mean, the hardware bits, I'm not sure if it would rust. And then the handle does have the little leather detail to like grip it together. Again, I like the little details where it has the little balls on the sides, and I do also like the peekaboo bits on the sides of this bag. But still, I don't know, are any of you guys getting it? Are any of you guys even thinking about getting this? It's just very interesting, because when you look at it, $13.50 for a designer bag, you're like, oh, that's a good deal, and it's a big tote bag. But then you're like, oh, but this is plastic, so I don't know. So it really depends. And it's literally my laundry basket had a baby with a Fendi peekaboo, and then this is what came out. And then the last thing from Fendi that I really want to talk about, I'm probably going to say this wrong, but it's like the Fendessence bag. So I actually saw this in person when I went to Fendi recently. I do have a vlog coming up, so stay on the lookout for that. But I saw this on the shelf and immediately 1000%, this looks like a Prada Reedition 2000, except a Fendi version. So what I will have to say, so they do have this available in the FF Zucca print, and they do have this available in the leather. The only thing is I touched it and I didn't like the way that it felt. It just, I don't want to say it felt cheap, but it didn't feel nice. And I know you're gonna argue, you're gonna be like, well, the Prada one is nylon, this one is at least the Zucca print, or it's in leather. Fair, but I don't know. Probably I'm biased because I love my Prada Reeditions so much, but I actually love the way that the Prada ones feel. It's like soft but malleable, but very comfortable too. I don't know, I just really enjoy it. Whereas this felt cheap to me. Maybe it's because it was very stiff, and if you don't like the Prada one because it's more malleable, then you might like this one. I will say that I do like the details on the leather one because it has a top stitch all around it, and I love Fendi top stitching. I think it's also because this bag is circular, if that makes sense, whereas the fabric or the leather is all throughout it. Whereas why I like the Prada Reedition is because it has the nylon bit and the actual handle or the strap is different. So to me, there's that like contrast, like one spot is specifically a handle and then the other bit is the bag portion. But for the Fendi one, it's like they used one piece of material and then they just kind of like cut around it, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's why. If they actually made like the base, like the leather top stitch bit, and then the actual handle was just like another piece of leather entirely, I feel like I would like it more. The logo on it, I think I like it. I feel like so many brands are doing that, where it's just like the name and then just where it's from in like really tiny letters, like Christian Dior Paris, Fendi Roma, or like Louis Vuitton Paris. I feel like that's the new move for brands right now. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on this bag specifically, because I'm very curious if any of you guys bought this one. So next we're gonna cover Celine. There's quite a bit of bags, but very exciting. I think out of everything in this video, the Celine portion is honestly my favorite. Okay, so first we're going to talk about the Celine Victoire bag. Oh my god, that just sounds so terrible, like my pronunciation, so I'm not going to repeat it again, but this is what it looks like. I actually really like this. After I tried on the Claude chain shoulder bag, I'm fully converted to any type of chain shoulder bag from Celine. I actually really like it. I have not seen this bag in person, but I really love the look of the calfskin when you zoom into it. Like, it looks really soft. It looks similar to the leather that they use for the Heloise or the Cure Triomphe Boston bags. I think they have this in a variety of finishes. They have this in the Triomphe canvas as well, and other colors of leather. Weirdly enough, my favorite rendition of this is actually the striped fabric one. So this is the thing, from first glance I was like, ooh, I don't think I like this, and then the more that I looked at it, I actually really fell in love. Or maybe it's just because I'm in the hunt for like an all fabric bag just for casual purposes, and I actually love that this is lined with leather, and it's their tan leather too. There's something really nice about the chain with the stripes. Actually, it's giving, I hate using this, but it actually is giving me like Ralph Lauren old money vibes. Like, imagine like a whole Ralph Lauren outfit with like the pleated slacks, a polo shirt, and even when you tie like a sweater around your shoulder, that vibe with this bag and some loafers. I don't know, that's the vision that I have for this bag, and I really like it. I would love to touch this fabric in person, like if it's thick, how delicate it is. And price point wise, I don't think this is too crazy, because in general I feel like anything with the Triomphe logo or just like extra hardware in general, the bags are usually more expensive. So for example, the normal Heloise bag, which is just all leather, or even the all canvas ones, are around $3,400, and this is $36, and it has the chain and the logo, so you would assume it to be even more expensive. So for it to be $3,600 is actually not that bad. And then when you compare this flat bag to, for example, a Fendi Baguette, which is like 3,800, or a Chanel flat bag, which is what? I think they're like $11,000. Now this is a steal compared to $11,000 if you're still looking for a flat bag. And then we have the Celine medium and Nino bag, also in the same supple calfskin. I actually really like this. This is just giving like businesswoman vibes. I feel like this is just another version of the Celine 16, where you have the top handle with the flap, but instead of like the Celine silhouette, you have the giant Triomphe. So some people, and there's nothing wrong with that, want more of like a pop, to be like, I want you to know that this is a brand, whereas the Celine 16 is very minimalistic. You have to like really zoom in on the hardware to see that it says Celine, whereas this is like, if you know brands, you know like, oh, that's a Triomphe logo. I feel like this is a really good alternative to the Celine 16, and this one actually has feet on it as well. But I actually love that they made this in the bronze color, basically like a softer color than their original tan, which I love. The only thing that's keeping me from getting a bronze bag, I just feel like this color is too similar to my Louis Vuitton hammock bag. Like the toffee and this color, I just feel like are so similar in tone. And they do have a new Cabas tote as well. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the middle word, but I love this. Like I love this. I love that the Triomphe logo is embossed, but it's like a giant version of it. And I especially love that the edges, you can actually pinch it in with the belt. You guys know that the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, the straps on the ends, I feel like one of the marketing things for the Louis Vuitton Neverfull is you can turn it from a wide tote to like a skinny one, and this one resembles that, except if anything it's more secure because it has the belt, as opposed to the string bits can actually move and it's not that secure. I love that this bag is fully ingrained leather. Like when you zoom in on it, it's absolutely stunning. They do have this in a couple different colors. The pebble color out of the three for this Cabas tote would definitely be my favorite. I feel like it's done so well. It's like a true taupe, and I mean, I feel like pebble is one of their older classic colors. Like they always have pebble, but super nice. Love. Like I really do love this Cabas tote. And then they also have this new bag called the Lola bag. I haven't seen this bag in person yet. Right now I feel like I'm kind of iffy on the shape, but I'm sure if I tried it on it could win me over. The only thing is, so this silver one in particular, at first glance I was like, oh my god, this is exactly like, I don't know if you guys remember before in a previous shopping vlog there was this Triomphe shoulder bag with the embossed Triomphe logo all throughout it, and I thought it was the most gorgeous thing ever. I wish they did that with this one. I personally don't like that it says Celine Paris all over it. It's just a little too much for me. Like yes, it's embossed, so it's kind of subtle, but then at the same time it's not subtle. If they did this with the Triomphe logo, I think it would have been a home run for sure, but the fact that it says Celine Paris all throughout is just like not my cup of tea. And oh my god, I just saw the price, $3,550. Jesus Lord, this bag is basically with tax $4,000. I just wish Celine actually had models trying on the bag so you can see kind of the dimension. So it being a medium bag, I wonder how big this is. They also do have this with white and silver, and I love how they do white and silver. This isn't anything new from Celine. They've done this before with their regular Triomphe bags, but I just really like it. I feel like it adds like another, I don't know, like a futuristic element to it. I just think it's very like high fashion. I don't know, there's just something about like the silver and the white together. I'm just like, oh wow, this is really nice. Okay, and then this I was really excited to talk about too is their raffia bags. If you don't get a Louis Vuitton raffia bag on YouTube, at least, so many people got the Celine one. Like 3 years ago during the pandemic, so many people got the Celine raffia basket bag because they had it in pink and tan, and it was basically a Celine version of the Louis Vuitton one. However, they have a new raffia bag which I actually love even more so. One, I love how long the straps are. Like absolutely love it. You don't have to just wear it in the crook of your arm, you can wear it as a shoulder bag. But I love that the straps are leather and long, but the main focal point is that this is a bag, like if you know you know, purely because the bag is in the shape of the Triomphe logo. But from first glance, there's no way, like if you ask your boyfriend to be like, what brand is this, there's no way they're gonna know. They're gonna be like, it looks brandless, because their Triomphe logo is basically camouflaged in the basket weaving, which I just think it's so nice. I love that they have this in a small size and a bigger size. I would definitely love to try on the small size. I think that's just so adorable. Okay, so next they have a brand new bucket bag, and it's called the Clara bag. I love both of them. So they have this available in the Triomphe canvas, which we'll talk about first, and I love the little Triomphe detailing because it reminds me of the mini Fendessence bag where it has a little Triomphe logo. I don't know if it's just because it's small, but it's in the hardware and it just looks so clean and it looks so nice. Definitely would love to see how big this is in person, because if it's basically like the Louis Vuitton Nano in a way but just a bigger version, I I feel like this was so well done. Like, I love the straps, the tan, everything. I'm surprised they didn't make this in the white Triomphe canvas as well, because imagine this in the white Triomphe. That would have been chef's kiss, especially for the summer. I love how they did it with the regular Triomphe, and then the raffia version, absolutely fell in love. Like, hit 10 out of 10. I love this. I love that there's like stripes where it's tight weaved raffia, and then there's a little bit of opening, and then tight again, and then a little bit of opening. Again, I love the little Triomphe hardware logo. I think this is so cute. And if you notice too, the strap is adjustable. Fantastic for tall people, short people. Love, love, love. And then the regular Triomphe canvas one, I feel like you can use all year round, fall, summer, spring. Amazing. And then sticking with the raffia thing one last time, they do have a Boston bag with wicker. Immediately when I saw this, it reminded me of the Christian Dior wicker Lady Dior's. It's just kind of like an iconic bag turned wicker, because raffia and wicker are so different. Like, wicker is really giving structure, it's giving true basket, and I love that there's leather on the inside as well. I feel like this is kind of like a special occasion art piece bag, and with the hefty price tag as well. This bag is $49.50, and it's like a small Boston bag size, but I love everything about it. I love the tan Triomphe logo, I love the strap, I love the handle. I just feel like this is aesthetically and design really well done, and it's wicker, so it's giving structure. I do really like it. And then the last thing I want to talk about Celine, it's not a new bag, but they're two new colors, and Celine has this pink color. Chic Mommy Style is actually the one that showed me about this pink, so they do have this pink available in the card holders, and she was debating on getting it. But my favorite thing is that they have this in the Ava Triomphe bag, and this is the thing, I wasn't a fan of the Ava Triomphe for the longest time. Like, I'm not trying to be that person, but I was super ignorant, and I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna give it a go. I'm staying loyal to my original Ava bag. But then I finally tried it on, and oh my word, guys, the visuals of this bag is so fantastically cute. And the thing that won me over is how squishy and supple the leather is. I honestly thought the leather was going to be as structured and hard as their teen Triomphe bags, but it's not. It's so soft, it's so supple, and it completely did a 180 and converted me. So in this pink is super, super cute. However, they have this Ava bag in the bronze color. I kid you not, it took everything, and I mean absolutely everything in me to not press add to cart almost instantaneously, because you guys know I've been on the hunt for the original tan, and I feel like this is as close as it's gonna get for me to get my original tan Ava bag. Obviously this bronze color is like a shade lighter, but you know what, it's okay, because my Heloise will fill that tan void for me. Oh guys, I definitely want to try this bag on in person, and I hope to dear Lord Jesus that I'm gonna end up not liking it to save my money. But like, oh my god, I love this. I kept staring at this. I just love, 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 love. And now that I love the Triomphe Ava logo too, I feel like this is just an automatic win. But yeah, let me know if any of you guys got this, please, 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 and send me photos. Please send me photos. But yes, and then just some honorable mentions. I actually saw this on Reddit. Apparently when you go on the Hermes website and you keep refreshing it, because I follow the Hermes game on Reddit, they had this Picotine 18, which is my favorite size of the Picotine, and this yellow color. I need to find out exactly what this yellow color is called. I think it's called Limoncello, I'm not sure, but it is so nice. Like, so nice. It's just, ooh, I really like this. I feel like this is super close. Again, this is an online photo, but super close to the Dior butter bag. So yeah. And then I've actually never seen this Herbag combination before. I mean, I haven't checked out a lot, but in general I usually see like the base canvas and then the top color is like red or blue or brown or something like that, but I've never actually seen tan with gold hardware and black. I think this is absolutely fantastic. It kind of gives me Longchamp vibes, like the brown and black together, but obviously in Hermes elevated version. And the fact that it's with gold hardware, a lot of the Herbags that I see online at least are with the silver or palladium hardware, whereas the fact that this is gold with brown and then black as the canvasy base, this is a hit for me. So if any of you guys were able to get this during the online drop, you lucky Bone Jones. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about Louis Vuitton really quick, but there is a lot of pieces, so I just kind of picked out pieces that I wanted to talk about, but I'm not gonna go through everything. So first, I saw this on a runway photo. This is the original Monster backpack, but the actual original, I mean not the vintage original, but basically they recreated it, and look, it's with treated leather. Magnifique. I love that they did this. So many times on the vintage pre-love websites, the Monster backpacks are absolutely destroyed, and of course you can get the Vachetta replaced by bringing it into a boutique, but that's so much effort. And the fact that they finally recreated this, no hate to the people that own the new Monster like BB backpacks, but I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the circle leather bit. It's not that I think the bag is ugly, it's just I love the original so much. That's the thing. The fact that they're recreating it but basically just making an updated version of it like fills my heart with with so much joy. I just don't know how much this is gonna be, and I hope that they have a smaller version of this, because on the pre-love websites they do have the original size and then the smaller sizes. Fingers crossed that they'll make a smaller version of this, because this one does look pretty big. But I think this is so cute, and I know I told you guys I was done with luxury backpacks just because I have so many, but honestly I would totally buy this if the price point isn't too bad. Like if it's around like 2,300 or less for a potential small one, then I'd be super on board and I honestly would buy it. But it makes me so happy, like so happy. Like finally our prayers were answered. But I know a lot of people really like the new one because it doesn't have the Vaqueta on the bottom, but aesthetically I don't mind the Vaqueta on the bottom. But if for this one they kind of made it like the Nano No way, where the bottom is actually like super small monogram and it's just the surrounding edges that are Vaqueta for aesthetics, that would be really nice too, but we shall see. Okay, so next, I believe this is an on the go, except it's like a more slouchy version of it, which I actually really like. Don't get me wrong, aesthetically I love the on the go for visuals, but it seems really hard to travel with. Like, how are you supposed to put that underneath your seat or even in the carry-on? You can't really fold it because it's so thick and it's so structured. Whereas the fact that they made basically a more pliable version, I really like. And for this, I actually do like that they chose like a dark brown leather as opposed to a treated Vaqueta for this one as well. Like I love that the inside is the same color as the handles. At least from visuals it looks completely leather lined, which is really, really nice. I would definitely need to see this in person, but I feel like this would be actually way easier to travel with than the original. If you zoom in on it, you could see that there's the strap handles on the inside, like the longer one, so it's literally like their normal on the go tote but just a different version, and it's more flexible too, so I think that's fantastic. Next, they basically have a slouchy, more relaxed capucines, which I think, again, I think this would be way easier for everyday wear, casual wear. So you still get the kind of elegance and semi-structure of their normal capucines bag, except now it's more user everyday friendly. Like this strap drop actually looks like it can fit over your shoulder, whereas the normal capucines is extremely structured, very formal and elegant. Whereas this I can totally see being used every single day, and because it's already slouchy, I actually feel like this would wear very well over time, just because it already has that lived-in look. It'll just look more lived in as the time goes on, what makes it way more carefree. And then now a capucines can be your everyday go-to bag, so that's really, really nice. I feel like that was super smart for them to do that. Oh, and then they had this yellow. I believe this is the Pico size of the Go 14, and I love this. Like I think this is so cute, like this shade of yellow with the gold hardware. Ooh, this was really good, especially if they used silver. I don't think I would have liked it as much, but the gold actually brings out the yellow, so I thought that was really nice. Oh, and then this color really quick, a lot of people are doing the soft pinks. This color is very similar to the new Celine pastel pink, except I would say this is even softer. And then Dior also has this like super soft pink as well, I believe from last month or 2 months ago. This shade of pink actually looks really good with the champagne gold hardware, because from certain lightings it actually makes the hardware have like a slight pink hue to it, which is really nice. Okay, and this, so many of you guys have actually DM'd me about this, that they have the Nano Diane. So on the website right now they only have the Nano Diane in the pink emprunt, which I think is really, really nice visually, but you guys know me, monogram has my heart. And I don't know, I don't think the Nanos have a back pocket. I need to double check. One of the main reasons why I like the original Diane is because of the back pocket, because I'm a back pocket girly, and I don't think this has it. But if it does have it, it would definitely amp it up like 5,000 more points. I just don't know how tight this strap drop would be, because this is a Nano bag. It doesn't look that comfortable. I feel like if I wore this on my shoulder, like the top of the Diane would literally be in my armpit, and I don't know if that would be that comfortable. But I do think this is really cute. Let me know if any of you guys know how much this is, because I do know that the monogram version is not on the website right now, because I was furiously refreshing and checking the page. Okay, so sticking with the emprunt theme, they do have this new backpack called the Back Up, and I actually think this is really, really nice. I love how they made the buckles very prominent and usable. Honestly, this looks like the Louis Vuitton version of that Chanel backpack that was really, really popular, like the front pockets. I mean, this pocket to pocket backpack style is not anything new. Like Prada has their OG one from back in the 90s, early 2000s that everyone had, whereas this is just basically a Louis Vuitton version. I love that they made this entire bag emprunt leather though. That's really, really cool. And even the straps using the same type of chain that they use for their twist and some of their capucines, I think that's really nice. It's basically giving it more of like an elegant bag vibe, and the inside looks like suede. And I even like how the opening is like the clasp, which is really cool, as opposed to like the drawstring drawstring. Sometimes the drawstring bits gets kind of annoying, but this is super cute. It looks super utilitarian, and then they do have this available in the other colors. So we'll just talk about the pink one because I feel like pink is the season right now. I think this is super cute. I would love to know how big this is. I mean, it doesn't look that big, just you can tell from the distance of the strap bits, but I think this is really, really nice. I think this is super cute. Ooh, and just such a small detail. I love that they made the back like the flower crescent. I think that was a really cute detail. And then they do have a brand new loop in the emprunt, except this one has the cool new chain, and then you actually see the Louis Vuitton monogram on the inside. This reminds me, I don't know if it's exactly the same, but do you guys remember that Louis Vuitton Speedy BB that they discontinued and ripped from my soul? I'm waiting for them to re-release that because I would buy it. Even though I have a lot of Boston bags, that BB just is, everything about it is just so luxe, and I'm so jealous for whoever owns it. The chain detailing on this is actually really nice. I definitely feel like it's giving me like chrome hearts inspired with the hardware, which could be a pro or con for you. Some people might think this is a little too aggressive, a little more, I don't want to say gothic, but it's giving more that like dark vibe. I feel like dark isn't even the right word, but like chrome heartsy vibe, where some people just prefer the regular chain like in their original loop. But I think this is really cute. I think this is very different. It's like different enough but the same at the same time. I really like that. And I want to just talk about the Aquarelle collection really quick. So they have this available in the Nano Speedy, Speedy 20, the Neverfull MM, the Cuisine PM, and the Carryall PM. I really like this. I know a lot of people are getting the key clay just to get a little taste. I do really like the way that they did this, but I feel like because the base is cream, I feel like that's why not everything is getting sold out, because people kind of get scared to use cream color bags, which I totally understand, like with color transfer or if it would get dirty. For me, I think it's cute. I definitely think it's really cute, but it's not like I need to go out and buy it right now or get one piece of the collection. I don't know, there's just something about it that doesn't like pull me in. There was this one real life photo of the key clay and it just looks a lot lighter than I would like it to be as the base, but I do love the way that they did the watercolor monogram. I think that was really cool. They actually do have a new on the go BB size. I feel like this was the size that I was waiting for. I love the PM, you guys know, but a BB is just a little bit bigger, which I think is great. I need to see this size in person for sure. The only thing is like $3,200 for a BB size bag kind of hurts me. I feel like anything that's BB, like an Alma BB or a backpack BB, should be like $2,500 or below. So $3,200, it hurts, but this is an all leather bag, and on top of that, the premium of this being a special limited collection. However, not on the website. I think it was Info LV or Foxy LV. I need to triple check, but they showed that they are coming out with a monogram on the go BB, and it just, ooh, it warms my heart, because you guys know that I was kind of disappointed with the on the go PM that was monogram because it came with that ridiculous strap and I was just not into it. I tried it on, it was really disappointing, but this has potential. I would love to see them come out with this in like a reverse mono, because I'm definitely waiting to get a reverse mono piece as well. But I just thought this was really cool. I hope they just continue making the on the go BB size. Hopefully it sells really well. The last thing I wanted to talk about is kind of a complaint but also a new. So you guys know that Louis Vuitton has this brand new pink pastel color, and with this new pastel pink color they do have a Pochette Matisse East West, which is beautiful. However, I thought this would be interesting to know. I actually did see on Reddit with this bag had so many defects. I mean, this could be like the odd batch, like 1 out of 500, but still the amount of defects on this bag was insane. There was chipped paint or glazing on the front of the bag that was very, very apparent. It wasn't even super small, it was so big, okay? And then the inside of the bag was actually dirty as well. You can see that it's kind of just like dusty looking on the front pocket, and then the bottom bit clearly had wear and tear and use. So my issue with this really quick is that the fact that this bag is brand new and it's defected is, one, obviously unacceptable, but two, so this bag was probably just sitting somewhere in the warehouse or on the shelf and it was already getting damaged. So that just proves to me that the wear and tear on this long term, especially with the color and I guess the quality of the leather that they used for this bag, is not going to wear well. Because imagine, even if this was pristine condition, that means if you use this bag regularly, like at least 2 to 3 times a week, and you place it even on a clean table, eventually it's gonna get this wear on the bottom, which to me kind of makes me nervous. And it even has like some chipping at the tops, like, ooh, this doesn't look good for the bag. And then the last thing that really just, ooh, threw me off completely is the ripped stitching on this bag. This was honestly giving me like flashbacks of the whole Chanel 22 fiasco, and everyone was zooming in and showing like the chipped leather. This leather looks like it's about to be ripped. Where the stitching is, it already looks like it's cracking. I was just like, this alone to me was like, ooh, auto auto return. Yeah, so that is that with the Pochette Métis East West. So just be wary if you guys are getting that one in their new pastel pink color. Just something to know. So that is it for today's new bags episode. Hopefully I went through everything as efficiently as possible. There are so many collections being released right now, but these are just the little things that kind of caught my eye. Let me know down in the comments if anything caught your eye or if you guys are buying anything that I mentioned. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.